Listen to me. Too many people are living life like it's just happening to them. They wake up, scroll their phone, rush out the door, and spend the rest of the day reacting to everything around them. They're not leading their life, they're surviving it. And then they wonder why they're stuck, why nothing's changing, why they feel like they're running in circles. You can't keep living on accident and expect purpose to find you. Purpose doesn't chase confusion. It responds to clarity. You've got to force yourself to live intentionally. Every morning, you've got two choices: wake up with intention or wake up with excuses. You can either tell the day what it's going to be, or you can let the day tell you who you are. You can either set the tone, or you can let the noise of the world set it for you. The problem is, most people don't have a plan. They say they want success, but they're moving without direction. They say they want peace, but they're living in chaos. You can't win the game if you don't even know the play you're running. When you organize your life, you take control back. You stop being a passenger and you grab the steering wheel. You stop drifting wherever the wind blows and you start setting your own course. That's when life begins to respond to you differently. People start respecting your time because you respect your own. Opportunities start showing up because you're prepared to receive them. The energy around you shifts because you're finally moving with focus. Let me tell you something: organization is not boring. It's not about making your life robotic. It's about creating a system that frees you. When you know what matters, you stop wasting energy on what doesn't. When you schedule your time, your priorities, your vision, you create space for growth. You stop being busy and you start being productive. There's a difference. Anybody can stay busy, but not everybody's building. You can be running all day and still be stuck in the same place if your steps have no direction. See, when you live on purpose, you start to feel power. You start your day differently. You don't hit snooze 5 times because you've got something to wake up for. You don't waste hours scrolling because your goals are calling you louder than your notifications. You don't say maybe tomorrow because you realize every second is a piece of your future. Organization gives you a reason to move with confidence. It keeps your mind sharp, your focus locked, your energy aligned. It keeps you from falling into that trap of "I'll do it later," because later becomes never. You've got to look at your life right now and ask yourself, am I living on accident or on purpose? Because if you don't know where your time is going, somebody else does. If you don't plan your day, your distractions will. If you don't prioritize your vision, other people will fill your schedule with their plans. You've got to stop living reactive. Start creating. Start organizing your hours, your habits, your environment. Because the truth is, you can't control everything in life, but you can control your structure. You can control how you show up, what you give your energy to, and where your focus goes. The world rewards people who know where they're going. You can't expect blessings to flow into chaos. You can't expect success to stay in a space that's not prepared for it. If your life looks disordered, your results will too. So stop saying, "One day I'll get it together." That day has to be asterisk today. Asterisk because if you don't take charge of your life will take charge of you. You were not born to drift through life. You were born to direct it. You were not meant to react to everything. You were meant to lead something. You've got to set your alarm, not just to wake up, but to rise up. You've got to plan, not just to fill time, but to fulfill purpose. When you force yourself to organize your life, you'll realize success was never hiding. It was just waiting for you to get ready. Asterisk, asterisk, and when you start living on purpose, you stop chasing your destiny, you start walking in it. Asterisk, asterisk, you say you want it. You talk about your dream, your vision, that better version of yourself, but talking doesn't move mountains. Talking doesn't change your bank account. Talking doesn't transform your life. Discipline does. The bridge between the life you want and the life you're living is built out of daily discipline, not random bursts of motivation. Motivation feels good, but it fades fast. Discipline, though. Discipline stays when your feelings run out. It shows up when you don't want to. It carries you through when nobody's watching. You've got to stop waiting to feel ready. You're never going to feel like it. You're never going to wake up one day magically in the mood to grind, to push, to stay consistent. The ones who win are the ones who push asterisk anyway. Asterisk, they've learned that structure is not their enemy, it's their freedom. Discipline doesn't trap you, it trains you. It sharpens your focus, toughens your mind, and creates the consistency success demands. You can't be all over the place and expect stability. You can't be unorganized and expect results. You can't be casual about your goals and expect anything but average outcomes. You want to know why so many people never reach their potential? Because they treat their goals like suggestions instead of commands. They move when it's convenient, they quit when it gets uncomfortable, and they let emotions dictate effort. But discipline doesn't ask how you feel, it demands that you show up regardless. When you build discipline into your life, you remove the debate. You stop negotiating with your weaknesses. You stop asking yourself, do I feel like it? And start declaring, it's time to do it. The truth is, dreams don't come true just because you wish for them. They come true because you work for them. And that work has to be structured. You've got to organize your habits, your schedule, your energy, your priorities. Every minute you waste is a minute stolen from your purpose. Every excuse you make builds a wall between you and your destiny. Discipline is tearing that wall down brick by brick every single day. There are going to be days when your body's tired, when your mind's cloudy, when everything in you says, take a break. And listen, rest is important, but don't confuse rest with retreat. Don't confuse recovery with giving up, because discipline knows the difference. It knows when to pause and when to push. It knows when to plan and when to execute. You can't organize your life if you're constantly surrendering to comfort. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It happens when you keep showing up through discomfort. You've got to be willing to sacrifice ease for excellence. You've got to build habits that serve your future, not your feelings. Because every habit you keep is either pushing you closer to your purpose or pulling you away from it. There is no neutral. Discipline is the line that separates those who say they want it from those who prove they want it. And the proof isn't in what you post, it's in what you practice. It's in how you spend your mornings, how you manage your hours, how you respond when the grind gets heavy. Structure your life around your goals, not your moods. Organize your day like your future depends on it, because it does. The more consistent you become, the less resistance you'll feel. The more disciplined your structure, the freer your mind becomes. You stop being pulled in 1,000 directions because you've already decided which direction you're going. That's what discipline gives you: clarity, control, and conviction. It's the quiet confidence that says, I'm not there yet, but I'm on the way. And the moment you embrace that mindset, when you stop waiting for perfect timing and start perfecting your timing, your entire life shifts. You start seeing progress, not because luck showed up, but because you did, every single day, without fail. Because at the end of the day, the dream is easy to talk about, but only the disciplined will live it. Asterisk, and when you finally master discipline, you won't have to chase success. Success will start chasing you. Asterisk, some of you are praying for clarity, but you're surrounded by clutter. You're asking for peace, but you're living in chaos. You're begging for focus, but everything around you and inside you is loud, messy, and disordered. You can't build a future when you're standing in the middle of confusion. You can't hear direction when your life is full of noise. You've got to clean it up, not just your space, but your mind, your habits, your energy, because the clutter around you is a reflection of the clutter within you. You ever walk into a room that's a complete mess, clothes everywhere, papers stacked up, dishes unwashed, and the moment you look at it, you feel tired before you even start? That's exactly how most people live their lives. There's no order, no rhythm, no space to breathe, and they wonder why they can't focus. They wonder why everything feels heavy. It's because the environment you live in is shaping the environment you think in. When everything around you screams chaos, your spirit starts whispering confusion. But when you take control of your space, when you put things in order, something inside you shifts. You begin to think clearer, move sharper, and feel lighter. You've got to stop carrying junk. You don't need emotional junk, mental junk, even people junk. There are relationships draining you, habits breaking you, routines that serve no purpose, yet you hold on to them because they're familiar. But comfort can be toxic when it keeps you stuck. You can't organize your life if you refuse to release what no longer belongs in it. Sometimes the first step to success isn't adding something new. It's removing what's in the way. You've got to let go. Let go of the grudges, the self-doubt, the fear, the guilt. Let go of the what-ifs and should-haves. Let go of trying to control what's already behind you. That's dead weight, and as long as you keep carrying it, you'll never be able to move freely toward what's next. When you start decluttering, both inside and out, you make space for purpose to grow. That's why organization isn't just about folding clothes or lining up notebooks. It's about alignment. It's about getting your thoughts, your time, and your energy in sync with where you want to go. You can't keep saying you want a better life while living in a disorganized one. Success won't survive in chaos. Dreams can't breathe in confusion. You've got to create an atmosphere that supports your goals. Your room, your desk, your calendar, your mind, they should all tell the same story. That you're serious about your future. And don't underestimate how powerful that shift is. Because when your surroundings reflect your priorities, your actions start aligning automatically. You stop wasting hours searching for things because everything has its place. You stop losing focus because you've created boundaries for your attention. You stop feeling overwhelmed because your life finally has order. And when order enters, peace follows. You'll realize it's not that life suddenly got easier, it's that you stopped fighting your own chaos. You've got to understand clutter steals energy. It steals time. It steals clarity. It steals creativity. Every pile of mess is a silent reminder of something unfinished. But when you clean it, you close those open loops. You free your mind from noise. That's when new ideas start to flow. That's when focus becomes natural. That's when your energy becomes pure. You start to feel lighter not because life got smaller, but because you finally let go of what was holding you down. You can't control every storm that hits your life, but you can control what your space looks like when it does. You can choose whether your mind becomes a battlefield or a base of peace. The world outside may be wild, but if the world inside of you is ordered, you'll always have strength to move forward. Clean the clutter, organize your thoughts, simplify your space, because when you do, clarity rises like the sun after a storm. Asterisk, asterisk, and when you finally clear the chaos, you'll realize your peace was never lost. It was just buried under the mess you refused to clean. Asterisk, asterisk, consistency, that's the difference between people who talk about change and people who asterisk become asterisk change. Anybody can organize their life for a day. Anybody can wake up motivated for a week. But can you stay disciplined when it's not exciting anymore? Can you stay committed when nobody's clapping for you? Can you keep showing up when the results don't come as fast as you hoped? Because consistency is where real power is built. It's not the big bursts of effort that change your life. It's the small, steady steps you take every single day when no one's watching. You can't organize your life one time and expect everything to magically stay in place. Just like you can't go to the gym once and expect to stay fit. You've got to do it daily. You've got to keep putting things back in order when life tries to knock them out of place. That's what separates those who rise from those who quit consistency. The ones who make it aren't always the most talented, the most gifted, or the most lucky. They're the ones who decided that quitting was no longer an option. They show up again and again until consistency becomes identity. Most people lose because they confuse progress with perfection. They think if they miss one day, they've failed. No, you don't fail when you fall off. You fail when you stop coming back. Consistency isn't about never slipping. It's about never staying down. You fall, you fix it. You slip, you straighten it. You don't give up because something went wrong. You get up and do it better. Every repetition strengthens your structure. Every small act of organization builds momentum, and momentum, once it's built, becomes unstoppable. There's a certain kind of peace that comes from being consistent. It's not loud, it's not flashy, it's calm. It's confidence that comes from knowing you're doing what you said you'd do. You don't have to keep proving yourself to others because your discipline already proved it. You stop needing external motivation because your habits are now automatic. You start seeing results not because something suddenly changed, but because you did. You trained your mind to stay steady. You built a rhythm that can't be broken by emotion. Life's going to test you. It's going to throw distractions at you. It's going to see if you mean what you say. That's why consistency has to be stronger than convenience. You can't let your feelings decide your effort. Feelings are temporary, habits are eternal. That's why it's so important to organize your life around systems, not spur-of-the-moment decisions. Systems keep you grounded when motivation runs out. They hold you steady when your emotions swing. You don't have to think about whether you'll do it. It's already decided. That's the power of consistency. It removes confusion, it removes hesitation, and it creates results. Understand this. People who stay consistent may not move the fastest, but they always finish the race. Because they never stop moving, and over time that slow, steady progress compounds. You wake up one day and realize the person you used to be could never have handled the life you're living now. You became stronger, sharper, more focused, not because you found a shortcut, but because you kept showing up. Every morning you chose order over chaos. Every night you chose discipline over distraction. Every day you showed life that you were serious. And life rewards that kind of energy. You've got to stop starting over. You've got to stop resetting every few weeks. You don't need a new plan every time you lose focus. You need to recommit to the one you already have. Success doesn't come from doing everything right. It comes from doing the right things repeatedly, over and over until they become second nature. Until your structure becomes strength. Until your habits become unshakable, because once you reach that point, it's no longer about forcing yourself, it's about being yourself. You've built a lifestyle where excellence is automatic, where discipline is natural, and where organization is just how you live. You're not chasing order anymore. You are order. You're not trying to get your life together. Your life is together. And when consistency becomes who you are, success has no choice but to find you.